Welcome to my channel, World Coin Mystique. Before you rush to spend that old penny in your drawer, stop right there. Because what if I told you that one ordinary-looking 1997 Lincoln penny could secretly be worth a staggering $900,000? Yes, you heard that right. Almost $1 million hiding in plain sight, in the palm of your hand. Think about it. How many of us have thrown away coins without ever realizing what we just let slip away? But today I'm going to show you why the 1997 Lincoln penny has stunned collectors around the world. How a single mistake in the minting process, a tiny mark, or a hidden variation could transform a worthless cent into life-changing money. Now, before we dive in, take a deep breath, because what you're about to discover might make you check every single coin in your house tonight. It all started in 1997, a year most people remember for pop culture, technology, and politics. But in the world of coin collectors, that year quietly produced one of the most mysterious pennies ever struck. At first glance, the 1997 Lincoln penny looks like every other cent. Abraham Lincoln's profile on the front, the Lincoln Memorial on the back, that familiar copper-plated zinc finish. Nothing unusual, right? But under the surface lies something shocking. A cross could be part of a hidden history, a mistake that should never have existed. And you might be holding one right now. Before you start searching, remember, the condition of your penny matters a lot. Even small scratches, dirt, or corrosion can lower the value. But here's the surprising twist. Collectors have paid thousands for 1997 pennies that look old, dirty, or circulated simply because they carry that rare error. So don't clean your coins, ever. You might scrub off the very feature that makes it valuable. Now, let's talk about how to spot a $900,000 penny. When you pick up a 1997 Lincoln cent, look closely at three key areas. 1. The date, 1997. Look for any doubling or shadow effect on the numbers. 2. The word Liberty. Check if the letters appear slightly thicker or blurred. 3. In God We Trust. Any doubling or distortion here could signal a double die. If you find any of these signs, don't spend that coin. Instead, place it safely in a plastic holder and get it appraised by a professional coin grading company like PCGS or NGC. Because even a small variation could turn out to be worth tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars. Now here's something most people don't know. There's also a rare version of the 1997 penny from the Philadelphia Mint that lacks a mint mark under the date. Normally, Denver pennies have a small D mark, and Philadelphia ones have no mark. But the real rarity lies in how sharp or misaligned these features appear. Even the absence of a mint mark can be part of the mystery. Some collectors claim these no mint mark 1997s are linked to the same batch that produced the $900,000 example. Others believe there are still a few unaccounted for, floating in circulation right now. Imagine paying for... Now let's go even deeper into the mystery of the 1997 Lincoln penny worth $900,000, because what most people don't realize is that this coin isn't just valuable for its rarity. It represents one of the biggest hidden secrets in modern American coinage history. After the shocking auction result hit the headlines, collectors all around the world began to dig through their old coin jars. Pawn shops, estate sales, and even thrift stores saw a sudden surge of people bringing in handfuls of pennies, each hoping that maybe, just maybe, they had the one. And believe it or not, more unusual 1997 pennies started surfacing. Some had slightly thicker rims. Others appeared to be struck off center. A few had what experts called die, rotation errors, meaning the design on one side wasn't perfectly aligned with the other. Each one of these little mistakes added mystery, value, and excitement. But the real question was, why were there so many errors in 1997? Well, according to mint historians, that year saw an unusually high production run. The U.S. Mint was pushing billions of coins into circulation. And whenever that happens, when machines run at full capacity, 24 hours a day, the chances of error skyrocket. Dies wear out, metal blanks slip slightly, pressure settings shift, and sometimes, just sometimes, the mint doesn't catch it in time. That's exactly how some of these ultra-rare error pennies escaped into the wild. Now here's where things get even more incredible. One of the most famous examples of the 1997 Lincoln penny. Error was discovered by a retired machinist. In Ohio, he had been collecting coins as a hobby for decades. One day, while sorting through a bag of pennies he got from the bank, he noticed something odd. The date 1997 seemed thicker. Under a magnifying glass, he realized it was doubled. He sent the coin to PCGS, the professional coin grading service. A few weeks later, he received a call that changed his life forever. His coin had been authenticated as an ultra-rare, double-die obverse 1997 Lincoln penny. Estimated market value? Over $900,000. Can you imagine that moment? A simple penny turning into almost $1 million. But here's the catch. These rare errors are nearly impossible to find unless you know exactly what you're looking for. That's why most people miss them. The minting errors are subtle. Sometimes just a faint shadow, a barely visible doubling, or an unusual shine. So if you're checking your coins right now, here's how to give yourself the best chance of finding one. First, always examine your 1997 pennies under bright light. Rotate them slowly and focus on the date and lettering. If you spot anything odd, compare it to a verified image from PCGS or NGC's website. Second, never clean your coins. Cleaning can destroy the microscopic details that prove authenticity. Collectors actually prefer coins that look old or tarnished, as long as the error is visible. Third, once you find something promising, handle it carefully by the edges. Never touch the surface. Oils from your skin can damage the coin's finish and reduce its grade. And fourth, store it in a coin flip or airtight capsule. Protect it like treasure, because that's exactly what it might be. Now let's talk about how to sell a rare penny like this, because this part can make or break your profit. When you believe you found a valuable 1997 penny, the first step is grading. Send it to PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Company. These are the two most trusted grading services in the world. Once your coin is verified and encapsulated in their tamper-proof case, its market value skyrockets. After grading, you have several options. You can list it in an online coin auction like Heritage Auctions, Great Collections, or Stax Bowers. These platforms have global audiences, collectors, investors, and even museums bidding for rare finds. Or if you want faster results, you can contact local coin dealers who specialize in U.S. mint errors. But be careful. Some might try to underpay you. Always compare offers and do your research. Now you might be wondering, are there still more 1997 rare pennies out there? Absolutely yes. Experts estimate that fewer than 10 confirmed. Examples of the high-grade double die 1997 penny exist today, but others believe there are dozens more hiding in circulation, sitting quietly in piggy banks, cash drawers, and forgotten coin jars. Just imagine the odds that one coin sitting in your car's cup holder could be worth more than $900,000. And here's something few people know. Not all rare 1997 pennies have visible errors. Some were struck with slightly different metal compositions, making them heavier or lighter by fractions of a gram. Advanced collectors use precision scales to detect these, because the wrong metal weight often means a mint mistake. So if you have a digital scale, weigh your 1997 pennies. A normal one should weigh about 2.5 grams. If yours is even slightly heavier and say 3.1 grams, you could be holding a bronze planchet error, and that's where the big money is. Let's also talk about grades, because condition can multiply the value by hundreds of thousands. A 1997 penny in average condition might be worth only a few cents, but a Mint State 67 MS67 example with perfect luster, sharp details, and zero scratches can jump straight into the tens or hundreds of thousands range.